Hey guys, it's me, Haze, and we're gonna go to a random hostel around the world. Today we are heading to Tokyo, but actually like the other side, I tend to focus on the west, which is like Shinjuku, Harajuku, Shibuya. And I mean, that's like the more popular side of Tokyo. However, if you're more like me and you want to see the real Japan, well, like the closest you can really get in Tokyo, because let's be honest, it was built slightly by the Japanese and slightly by the West. So if you want to experience Japan, you kind of have to get out of Tokyo. But the closest that you're going to get to the Edo period, you have to head up towards the more nostalgic part. This hostel is in Kuramae, which is kind of known for its creative scene. Over here, you're going to be able to find art studios, trendy cafes, some really interesting clothing shops. Like, okay, so how it works in Tokyo is if you want to shop for something, it's kind of divided up by like sections of the city. Like if I'm trying to go out shopping for, let's say, fabric or beads, I'm gonna go to a completely different part of the city for those two different things. But when I get there, there's gonna be all the bead shops. And well, if you want purses, Kuramae might be the area for that.
This is kind of weird, but I'm noticing there's a lot of bag shops here. I don't know why.
There's also a lot of really cool temples in this area, but even just one train stop on the A line and you'll be in Asakusa, where you'll have the whole Sensoji temple area, like full of the Edo period looking buildings. And this is one of the more famous shrines. It's also just a short walk to the Sky Tree from this area. And if you end up going on the E line, you can hit up Ryogoku, which is known for sumo and really yummy food spots. The upside to this area, it's not a really busy one. So if you want to stay in more of a laid back place that's also kind of close to the station, this is a great location. The hostel we're staying in today is called Focus, and it's located right off the main road, so it's not hard to find. And if you don't plan on going too far, they even have scooters, though you do have to download the app. To get here, you're probably going to be coming in by plane, so you're in luck, because the A line, it hits both Narita and Haneda Airport. So staying along the A line is a really good selling point.
So here it is from Haneda on platform 1 and 2, and the next time of departure. Once you get to Kuramae, you'll exit A0 and take an immediate left until you hit the main street. Then you'll go right until you see the crossing walk on your left. Once you get across, it'll be down here on your right.
You really can't miss it. So check-in could have been better. It gets pretty busy and check-in is actually online. So when you get to the location to check in, you're gonna scan this little CAPTCHA code and it'll take you to the form that you fill out. If you don't happen to have service, you're gonna need the Wi-Fi to log on, and you'll find the password here at the front desk. Now, the staff has great English speakers. However, I think that English and Japanese might be the only two languages you're gonna find there. I will say that this area gets really busy. I think it's because they offer a lot of services. You can rent everything at the front desk, from like a camera, portable batteries, really just so many things. But that also means that they end up doing a lot in this area, so that creates even more traffic. However, security is top notch. They have door codes for everything, and make sure you're up to date with the code. It's gonna always be on the back side of your door. They do lock down and secure everything at night, but it's also kind of like a compact place, so I don't think anyone's gonna get away with much here. The layout goes like this. On the first floor, you have the reception area, divided in half with the dining area and the bar and the kitchen. Then towards the back, you'll find the door, the elevators, restrooms, and stairs. The second floor is the sauna. Yep, there are saunas here, however they are not included in the main price. The third floor has bedrooms, showers, and bathrooms. And then the fourth and the fifth look the same, having bedrooms, bathrooms, showers, and laundry. So starting in the lobby, it's really hard to miss this big bar since it's the statement piece. It definitely keeps this place busy, especially at night. On the other side, you'll find a long seated booth with plenty of tables. Like I said, half of it is reserved for cafe guests and the other half for actual hostel guests. So if you're not really into staying around the hostel, over by the door, they're gonna have a really well-drawn map and a guide to yummy places around the area. There's also a few other recommendations down here. If you do happen to stay in, I just want to let you know that they are cashless and they only accept major credit cards and PayPay. To go up to the bedrooms, you just walk straight through the lobby and to these doors until you see the elevator to your left. But you can just take the stairs to your right. When you get to your floor, you'll just open this door here and you're greeted by a hallway. The first thing you're gonna do is place your shoes in the cubby because it's very customary in Japan not to wear your shoes in certain areas. So if you don't wanna go completely shoeless, plan on going to Daiso or any 100 yen shop to get a pair of awabaki. Actually, I'm gonna drop a where to get what video for Tokyo specifically when I do link up. So in the hallway, you'll find the rooms amongst the interesting art and photos. I think of past guests, at least I hope, because if not, that's even weirder. My dorm was all the way in the back of this hallway. It's a pretty cute room. I love the design and it felt spacious. There was good lighting. Sometimes these rooms can feel a little bit more stuffy, but this one, even though it was a tight space, they had arranged it so it actually felt very breathable. If you go all the way to the back, you'll find a hanger for your towel to dry on. This area over here, marked in yellow, is specifically for your luggage, as they don't offer lockers. However, to the side back here, they have these little baskets for your smaller items. Since this is Japan, having a locker is kind of overkill because of the safety, so I kind of understand the point of this layout. They do ask that you try and fit your belongings within this space, but it's mainly just a formality so that people don't put things blocking the hallways. You wouldn't believe how often that happens. So this is actually kind of well thought out. The hanger they allow you is marked with your bed number, so there's no confusion. Mine was 507, which is officially my favorite. I typically prefer upper bunks, and I really loved the view from this one. It also comes with earplugs, a soft pillow, and really plush blankets. And yeah, that view is fucking killer. However, watch out because you never know who your neighbors are. Yet thankfully, it comes with full blackout curtains. The bunks also don't go all the way up to the ceiling, so you may need those earplugs. On one side, you're gonna find a bar with 2 more hangers, and then up towards the headboard, you'll find a light with light instructions. And then to the side, you'll find 2 wall plugs in type A. You'll also find a cute little cubby and a mini safe. The room lights turn off at 10 p.m. And if you need to rent a fan for any reason, of course you can find it downstairs at the front desk with everything else. So let's get into the bathrooms. Actually, it's kind of weird here. It's divided into toilets, bath, shower, and washrooms, with toilets being small but tidy spaces where you find slippers waiting for you as you step in. They have cute signage and some extra toilet paper right above the toilet, and the sink is also on top. Then there's just a traditional Japanese toilet with stop, rear, and front spray, followed by the temp and force. To the side, there's paper and a sign asking you to throw paper in the toilet. Next, you'll also see washrooms. These are interesting because it's a room full of sinks, also accompanied by a bath or a shower room. Inside the shower room, the door opens up into the dressing room. And in the back, there's the shower. The dressing rooms are really nice and clean feeling. They have metal baskets for your clothing on the side. My favorite bath mats here are these drying stones, and they do ask you to spritz these with sanitizer. You're gonna find that right here on the basket. The showers are nice too. They have a hanging rack for shampoos that I found to be really good quality. In the corner they have a mirror and a towel bar, and this is how the showers typically look, with the drain cover down at the bottom. The baths actually differ a little bit, because the dressing room in these have a little bit larger of an area with a sink and a mirror. The sinks are pretty nice, and I like how they have raised sides so you don't splash water everywhere. And they take really good care to make sure you have face and hand wash, Q-tips, and tissue around all of the sinks. You'll also find trash and recycling in this area, and each sink comes with a blow dryer. Oh wait, there actually is a bath. Imagine that. Going back downstairs to the kitchen, this area is actually really cute and has a well thought out design. Under the large wall art, you're gonna find 4 hot burners in a row, and while everything on them is written in Japanese, they do have the instructions located on the wall in English, and it's pretty straightforward. On the right, directly below the burners, you're gonna find pots and pans. Going left, you'll find foil, plastic wrap, cooking utensil, and silverware, which they have both Eastern and Western styles. The bottom is where the guest pantry is located. Above the burners, you have the salt, the sugar, the oil, the soy sauce. Then there's this whole basket of spices, though, to be honest, I'm not really sure which ones are which. All the way to the right, you're gonna have a sink, and it comes with some rules. They only ask that if you're gonna eat with their utensils, to wash and dry and put them back. You'll see the drying towels here and the sponges and soap here, and make sure to leave the sink area clean as well. Flipping over to the other side, you're gonna see cutting boards, knives, and a few extra things laying around. The hot water pitcher, the toaster, and the microwave is over here. And you'll find the fridge rules, which are basically just grab a pen and paper and tape your room number and name to your food. The fridge is located right under here and is separated into baskets. Then over to the left, you're gonna find a whole horde of plates and bowls and cups in every shape and size. A slight downside is that right in the middle of the kitchen, there's a huge table. The extra seating is a plus, and they have some games and markers and other things. However, it doesn't leave much space for people to cook, especially when it's busy down here. Now, I get this isn't the worst thing, but it's definitely something to be aware of. The trash cans and recycling can be found over to the side of the bar here. Overall, it's a really nice clean kitchen area and a fun little hangout spot. Oh, and don't forget to snap a pic and sign the wall during your stay. Lastly, let's head back upstairs to the laundry. You're gonna find these on the 4th and 5th floors right when you enter the hallway. They have machines that double as a washer and a dryer, and the instructions are gonna be found in English on the top of the machine. The going rate for laundry is about 600 yen per load. That's for drying and washing. They ask that when you're using this to please write your name and room number on the board, just in case you forget your laundry here. Oh, and they also have this really cute little dartboard over here to play while you're waiting. And I'm still a little on the fence about this place, but that's gonna lead us into our next section. Who's this hostel for? No, okay, with all the research that I do, I'll say this. I think that this place is best suited, I'm gonna say, for couples. Couples that actually plan on staying more than a day or two, mainly because it has one of the best rates for private rooms for longer stays. It's a good hostel if you're like looking for a place with a good social atmosphere, but in a more laid back area, it would be a good choice. I mean, it has really good beds, it's really clean. If you have a higher budget, this may be a better place because you could take advantage of the sauna. And I also think it's better for a longer stay because of the location. You're really in the center, like meeting point for everything. Like, sure, if you plan on basically going to Shinjuku and staying there the whole time, stay in Shinjuku. But if this is maybe your first or second time to Japan and you kind of want to go all over Tokyo, it's really centered so that you can get to these different spots just with easier access and timing. However, this is kind of a popular area for hostels, so you're gonna have some competition, which is why you should subscribe, so you can pick the right place for you. So I actually kind of held out on what won me over for this hostel, because it's kind of a niche thing. However, I am a sucker for rooftops.
It's really early.
Going on the roof. And this one had me up there watching the sunset and rise every single day. Hostels don't often have these. So for this one to have a bar, a sauna, and a large stunning view, what's more to want? I think that this is actually a great place for anyone wanting to enjoy their stay and relax a little bit. If you want to venture out and see Tokyo, but also take your time and do it comfortably, but you still don't want to spend like an arm and a leg on a hotel, I think this is the perfect place for you. That's it for this video. I will see you guys next week. Mwah.